Another 300-yard night for Graham Harrell. He's got a 1st and 10 as we begin the 4th quarter. Texas Tech leading the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns, by 10, 29-19. Middle to the 32-yard line, and it's Edward Britton, the receiver.
But Dion Beasley doesn't even get a hand on Britton to disrupt the timing between Harrell and Britton off the line of scrimmage. Plenty of time to throw the football, and because Beasley didn't slow down Britton at all, look at that, look how easy he gets off the line of scrimmage. If you're not going to press him and make him fight you to get downfield, Graham Harrell's going to find him very easily downfield for an easy throw.
And 34 more yards of offense. And there's the handoff to Batch. Muscles his way across the 30-yard line. Lisa Salter's telling us during that commercial that Coach Leach got the offense all around him and said, all right, now let's just not lose our composure. Right. Stay together, and let's just score the next time we get the football.
Hey, why change the philosophy? I think that's great, and I think it's great that he was proactive. Still up 10. Bring them together, maybe senses the momentum changing a bit. Let's bring the offense together and say, guys, hey, we've dominated this game. Let's go back to doing what we do best.
Inside handoff again to Batch. Melton making the stop, and we will take a look at the Pacific Life game summary, the comparison of our 2 Heisman Trophy candidates, McCoy against Harrell, and McCoy for 166 yards on that touchdown. 341 now for Harrell, 1 touchdown, and McCoy did score. I did throw a pick 6. Charbonnet got it.
Only 5 yards rushing for Colt McCoy. He is not only struggling throwing the football, has not been able to pick up valuable yards scrambling and coming up with the quarterback run.
3rd and short, and timeout is called by Harrell. Didn't like that late move by the secondary. Clock was running down, and that leaves them with only 1 timeout here in the 2nd half. Leach and the Raiders up by 10. Third down and 1 for the Red Raiders from the Horns' 25-yard line. Harrell throws for it to the 10-yard line. Put it back in Britton's hands.
They walk the linebacker up. Bobineau, they're expecting, normal teams like to run. Here's Bobineau. They're going to bring pressure, expecting the run. The receiver's going to come right in here. And look at how big of a window and how easy a throw that is for Graham Harrell. You bring pressure on 3rd and inches, and Graham Harrell's going to throw the football.
Now they come back with the run play with Woods spinning and twisting across the 10. And a reminder, of course, to stay tuned after this game for your late local news over most of these ABC stations. Over on ESPN, of course, SportsCenter will have more from game day here in Lubbock. And Bob Knight was a pretty good handicapper. Pretty good. Did he that set? Yeah, I thought he was really good.
Oh, we had fun. I was talking about the results.
No,
we had fun. That was great.
I noticed that he missed badly on the Purdue win over Michigan, refusing to pick Purdue in anything. Incomplete one at Crabtree on that quick slant that time. Curtis Brown, the defensive back.
When you defend Texas Tech by the end zone, the corner has to give him leverage to the inside. You've got to move to the inside to take away the easy throw and the quick slant, which Texas Tech does so well and so often once they get inside the 10-yard line. If you're a defensive back, move in about a yard or 2 to the inside to take that easy throw away.
Third and 7. Harrell in trouble suddenly. not going away as Kendall came in and cleaned it up, but it was Miller and his buddies from that defensive front that allowed Kendall to come up and make a huge sack. And now Miller is slowed. He's down. They've already lost Arakpo.
They went right back to Crabtree on the slant, but this time Aaron Williams was looking up and double teaming and bracketing, which means taking the inside part of the route away. And that's exactly where Graham Harrell wanted to throw the football. He wanted to get it to the inside. And right here, look at this. Look at him try to take that inside route away. That time the corner had help to the inside, and eventually the pressure got to him.
Yeah, Henry Melton was among those in the defensive line, along with the fellow who's down, applying some heat, and Kendall. So let's take a look and see what happened to Miller on this play. That's Melton, number 37. Now you're watching 99. And now it'll be Kendall at the end.
He got caught up there in Kendall's legs. Even before that, it looked like he may have stepped on another foot. You know, this Texas defensive line is tired from chasing Graham Harrell around this whole game.
Well, there's been a minefield of a schedule so far for the Longhorns and Mack Brown. Oklahoma, that started the gauntlet for him. Then it was Missouri and Oklahoma State. Now they've come to Lubbock, and here's what they've got left. On November 8th, Baylor in Austin. Then on the 15th, they'll go to Lawrence to play Kansas, and then the rivalry game on the 27th. Texas A&M, I believe, had beaten them the last couple of years. So Matt Williams will attempt another one. Can he stay perfect? This will be his longest coming up. A 42-yarder. His first miss, it's blocked. And it'll be Longhorn football. Down by 10, 11-14.
Late flag comes in here, Brent. I mean, really late. Which means it's probably a dead ball personal foul. It's just a matter of which way is it going to go. Seesaw clapping. Maybe it's on Texas.
After the play ended, personal foul. Texas, half the distance to the goal. First down.
And when you're down 10 in the fourth quarter, Mack Brown is probably going to find somebody. Now he's going to find an official, but he's probably going to want to find the player who got caught up in that. It's the last thing that Mack Brown can afford right now. Now they've got to go 91 yards to come up with a touchdown, something that this offense has been able to do. They have 5 touchdown drives this year of 90 yards or longer.
The crowd alive in Lubbock. Got a man open. Got him. And in a foot race is Williams pulling away. They won't catch him. Touchdown, Texas. 91 yards. Williams' second touchdown of the night.
Huge play by Colt McCoy, showing patience, hanging in there, and how about Malcolm Williams stepping up with Quan Cosby down. He has stepped up 4 catches on the night for 182 yards.
Now Lawrence can make this a 3-point game, and he does exactly that. Colt McCoy. (29-26) as Colt McCoy starts to come back in the second half, hitting Malcolm Williams, the redshirt freshman from Garland, Texas, with 2 touchdown passes. And that last 91-yarder makes McCoy Texas all-time leader in passing yards. 11 minutes to go in Lubbock.
Brett, let's go back to this touchdown. It's one of the few times tonight that you see a corner who is not up at the line of scrimmage, but is going to drop. In this case, it's Brent Nickerson. Look at him dropping, and look at the little hesitation move. He'll go by him, and Nickerson steps up. Once he steps up, Malcolm Williams goes right by him. The protection is good. Colt McCoy has time. Nickerson doesn't have any chance at all, and look at the speed of the young freshman pulling away from Nickerson.
In high school at Garland, he was also a track man. And now it's up to Graham Harrell and the Red Raider attack to get something going. The Texas defense has played much better in the second half. Snared out of the air, snapped right down by Detron Lewis. He might be the next big thing here.
Mike Leach telling us this week that because of Michael Crabtree getting so much attention, Detron Lewis doesn't get as much recognition. Very elusive, phenomenal hands, and he's a big target, 210 pounds, close to 6'1".
Got away from Texas A&M, out of College Station, Texas. First down and 10. That screen pass to the wide receiver, and they bust it. Britton again, and he's been a big-timer here tonight.
Harrell's spreading the wealth. Crabtree right in the slot. He's not selfish. Look at the block. Also, the elf there, Eric Morris, picking up a block. Morris, Crabtree set it up, and a big run and great speed again from this offense. Boy, they come right back. They're not holding on to this lead, Brent. They're still attacking.
Britton has a 100-yard night. Now they come in with Batch on the running play. He breaks the tackle by Robinson. It's about 9 yards on it. Still he's torn down, and now we're down to the 10-minute mark.
How often do you see a team that's on the verge of a big upset playing at home, and they've got a big lead, and all of a sudden that #1 team starts to come back, and what happens? They start to hold on. They start to work the clock. Texas Tech gets the ball back. The momentum is switched. What do? Let's get right back to doing what we do, and that's attacking this defense.
Ball was spotted back, make it 2nd and 3. And Woods now will make it 3rd and short.
It's like watching a different defensive front from the first half to the second half. What's amazing is they've had to fight through some injuries up there from 2 of their biggest leaders in Orakpo and now Roy Miller. Lewis has stepped up. We've seen Eddie Jones come in, Henry Melton, Lamar Houston. And they threw the last time here on 3rd and short.
This time they run Woods for the first down. To the 32-yard line.
Texas had penetration. Melton right here looks like he has Woods, but Woods showing some determination and lower body strength, runs through the arm tackle there of Henry Melton, able to get upfield and get that first down.
There's that wide receiver screen again with Britton.
Just so much to defend. Of course, you have to defend sideline to sideline, but because you don't know when it's coming and who it's going to, Brent, you touched on how many different receivers he's thrown it to. What is it, 9 different receivers?
9 different receivers.
I mean, it makes it very, very tough.
Looks like we're going to have a Texas timeout.
Timeout, Texas.
Hope there's some young receivers tonight watching this Texas Tech offense and the effort that they're playing with.
Well, Mike Leach throws for a living. Other coaches do it for a hobby. First down and 10. The Red Raiders leading the Longhorns by 3, 29-26. Graham Harrell with a 400-yard night. It's like movement in the middle, and there's the penalty flag. Here comes Woods.
Prior to the snap, ball start. Offense number 65. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Vasquez. One of the bodyguards for Graham Harrell. 30 of 43. His 5th 400-yard game of the season. But note that he's only thrown for 1 touchdown against the Horns here tonight.
How about a career against Texas? 519 yards, 466. And now this game is senior year.
First down and 15. Melton breaks free. Harrell fires a strike to the 15-yard line, and Britton again. He's their leading receiver tonight.
Brent, again, it's the Texas Tech wide receivers putting on just a clinic on how to work back to a quarterback when he starts to scramble. Just so well schooled. And Britton, Harrell starts to move. He comes back to the corner and able to allow Harrell to throw it down and away from the defender to give him a chance again to pick up with completion.
Second and 4, and here's Woods. Short of the first down. Rory Miller back on the field. Good to see number 99 back out there making the stop. Arakpo has been lost for the night. Injured knee.
Going right back to that 3rd and 1 again for Texas Tech. One time they hit a quick slant to the bottom of the screen. The next time they went back and ran with Shannon Woods. Let's see what they do here on this 3rd and 1.
They're going to run for the 1st and 10. Batch pounds it to the 8, and it'll be 1st and goal for the Red Raiders.
Well, when Baron Batch comes in, nice change of pace from Shannon Woods, who's elusive and quick and can get to the outside. Baron Batch comes in and lowers his shoulder, and he's running right through a tackler.
They show blitz. High and incomplete. Crabtree.
I think Texas senses some urgency at this point with the ball inside the 10-yard line. They've got to get pressure on Harrell.
Is that a penalty flag that was thrown? We've had some late flags.
Pass interference. Offense number 5. 15-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
The big physical wide receiver.
Top of the screen. Boy, I don't know about that. You think?
And then the receiver slipped. Brown. There was contact initially, and the bad break on this was the fact that Brown, I think, then slipped down, and the official saw him on the ground. So I think that along with that initial contact, I think it was unlucky on Crabtree's part.
I think there was contact on both sides there. But because Brown went down, maybe they felt that it was a bigger push by Crabtree.
1st and goal, but it's back at the 25-yard line. Fires in zone. And this time, not holding on is Lewis.
I'll tell you what, Earl Thomas, the freshman, he and Blake Gideon have been tested tonight. But Earl Thomas, who continues to improve and make plays, had tremendous closing speed, because I thought that ball might sneak in there and get to Lewis. I'll tell you what, Earl Thomas, last second, comes up and knocks that football away. Great play again by another freshman from Texas.
Second and goal. Harrell's going again, end zone, incomplete. He came right back to Lewis.
That's one Graham Harrell would love to have back. Middle of that defense opened up. He had exactly what he wanted. He had Lewis breaking to the middle. The linebackers are occupied. You see Bobineau takes Woods. Look at the middle of that field. If he makes that catch, he's got a chance to get upfield. And if he can break a tackle from Gideon closing in on him, he might get into the end zone. One of the few passes that Harrell has missed. Huge third down in this game, Brent.
Fires, almost intercepted. Almost picked off by Thomas.
He took a 97-mile-an-hour fastball off the chest there. I don't think he realized that that ball was getting to him until it actually bounced off of him at the last second. He went to make a play on the receiver, and then he realized the ball was overthrown to the smaller Eric Morris, and it hits him right in the chest. You talked about it at a break where you were talking, will he go for it on fourth down, or will he kick a field goal after the last one got blocked?
No, they may go to the longer-legged kicker here. They may go to the left-footed youngster. He's a little bit longer. Here's Corona. And he nails it. They send Corona onto the field. He's been the kickoff man. He hits the long one, and it's 32-26. They lead it by 6. Reminder, folks, stay tuned after the game for your late local news over most of these ABC stations. And if you haven't had enough football, well, go on over to ESPN and catch up with the gang on SportsCenter. A 6-point Texas Tech lead, and the two Speed Demons are back deep for the Horns. Shipley, who has returned a punt, is on the left, and Williams, who just went 91 yards for his second touchdown of the night, is over there on the right. Corona, who nailed that field goal, has the ball on the tee. And it'll come out on the 20-yard line. Let's take a look now at the ESPNU All-State Standings review. Certainly this game is not over, but if you want to speculate, if the Longhorns lose, does Alabama automatically climb to number 1? Kirk, what's your feeling?
I think it depends on how voters look at this Texas Tech team and also what Florida did today. Brent, I expect Florida to move up in a big way, but I think Alabama more than likely would secure that number 1 spot.
Yeah, the one you'd have to watch is Oklahoma. Yeah. They put 62-28 on Nebraska. All right, first down and 10 now for Colt McCoy, trying to engineer still another fourth quarter comeback. Trails by 6, got plenty of time. Couple of timeouts remaining. Second down and 10. Went to Shipley and Duncan, middle linebacker there.
Brian Duncan has been all over this football field, showing great instincts. You know, he played outside linebacker last year. Ruffin McNeil moved him to the middle. He's been stopping the run and playing the pass very well today.
Williams is far outside on the left. Inside shuttle pass. Whitaker.
These two teams have championships on their mind this season. Texas at number 1, Texas Tech at number 7. Both teams undefeated. Every championship team has a defining moment in their season. For both these teams, this is that point.
Third down and 5. Got the first down. Collins, Brandon Collins.
I know Graham Harrell's had the bigger night, but how about the composure and poise on the road, trying to get his team back in the game from Colt McCoy. Big third down. Obviously, they need to drive the length of the field for a touchdown. Comes up, makes a great throw.
Sharp, number 92, checks in late as the defensive rush man. They go back to the run. The speedster Whitaker breaks to the next level And he is into Red Raider territory.
I talked earlier tonight about Fozzie Whitaker's speed being a difference in this game when Texas wants to run the football. Now we're starting to see just a little seam, and his health playing on this AstroTurf. What acceleration. We've not seen that from this Texas offense all year from a running back.
Complete. Shipley.
Well, all of a sudden there's tempo, there's a rhythm that we've come to expect from Colt McCoy. These last two possessions, this is Texas. This is Colt McCoy. This is what we expected to see this entire night. They've really changed the momentum here up front, and now they're the aggressor with the play calling.
McCoy going to take off to the 25-yard line, and Duncan again.
Ryan Duncan talked about him a lot tonight, spying Colt McCoy. Ruffin McNeil telling us we cannot allow in big, crucial points in this game to allow Colt McCoy to scramble for yards. We'll have somebody constantly watching him when he takes off to run.
Open eye out. Back into the game, and he appeared to have the first down. We'll see where the see if he gets the spot. It's going to be close.
It's right on the yellow line.
Don't bring the sticks out. And there goes the middle linebacker in pain, and we can ill afford to lose Duncan very long.
Cramping up, fourth quarter. Starts to always come into play for teams. Something, Brent, that we talked about. Texas Tech with a big lead used 2 of their timeouts when it seemed that they might be meaningless. Those 2 timeouts would come in handy if Texas ends up scoring a touchdown. There's Greg Davis
upstairs, calling up the plays. Colt McCoy. He stood tough here tonight, folks. They pounded and pounded on him, and yet here he comes. Can't count the young man out. He's had 6 fourth-quarter wins already in comeback mode. He's looking for number 7.
And if you ask Colt McCoy after this game about the individual numbers with him compared to Graham Harrell, and if he's able to somehow get out of this game with a win, he could care less about those individual stats.
We've already had some wonderful images from the day. 2 fabulous finishes in the Big Ten Northwestern as the game was approaching overtime. An interception for the winning touchdown. Winning field goal for the Spartans. Florida crushing Georgia in Jacksonville. And Pittsburgh winning a 4-overtime thriller in South Bend against the Fighting Irish. And out in the rain in Berkeley, California beat Oregon, and now Cal will head down the coast to take on USC next Saturday.
Going into the loudest part of this stadium, right into the students.
Striking to Shipley underneath.
Well, all of a sudden, a lot of the plays that have been working in the past that have not worked tonight are starting to open up. The linebacker goes to the outside with Obanaya. It opens up that huge void in this defense that has not been there most of this night, and a huge gain there on 1st and 10.
Greg Davis would like to take a little more time off the clock as he scores here. 2.5 minutes remaining. McCoy keeps it. Got the 1st and 10. Steps out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Horns. Down 6. 2:29.
Colt McCoy reading the backside defensive end. Brandon Williams. We've not seen this at all tonight. He comes down, chases the back. Colt McCoy using his speed to get around Williams. picks up that first down.
There's the inside handoff to Whitaker. Now it'll be second down and goal.
Brent, I'm with you. If I'm Mack Brown, and this rhythm and this offense is clicking, you've got confidence that you're going to score a touchdown. You're going to hit that extra point. You're going to take that 1-point lead. Work the clock.
That's Dixon down. Texas Tech, only one timeout remaining, but of course in the college game, first down stops the clock momentarily. And for the Longhorns, this is the 11th play of this drive coming up, and it has been a classic. So much at stake. McGee checks in as the running back. Gets the call, end zone, touchdown. An extra point away from coming back in dramatic fashion to take a lead with 1:29 remaining.
Boy, did this offensive line step up on this drive. Whether it was a run or it was a pass, they took control of the line of scrimmage for the first time, I think, the entire night, and it allowed Colt McCoy and his skill to do what they do best.
So it's up to Hunter Lawrence. There's the quarterback and the coach plotting what they're going to do. And they are down for the first time tonight, 33-32.
Wow, what a turnaround here. How about the blocking up front? A counter play, and look at the hole for Vondrell McGee to run right through. There's nobody there. Two offensive linemen, Hicks and Dockery, come around. They open that up. And I got to go back to Colt McCoy. I mean, Colt McCoy has been on the ropes all night. And look at him. He is willing his team to a victory here tonight. Now it's up to the defense to try to hold on.
And remember now, Red Raiders need a field goal. They had a 42-yarder kicked by Corona, who's been handling the kickoffs. They've got 1:29, and they've got that one timeout.
.129 for Mike Leach is like 5 or 6 minutes for most offenses. Plenty of time.
Justin Tucker will kick it off. Lewis is back deep along with Wall. They expect to return this. It's Wall, and he's coming out. 15. Alley in the middle. 30. 35, and run out of bounds at the 37 with 1:23. And that's a splendid return by Jamal Wall, the defensive back.
They opened up a nice seam and great acceleration. And now we just talked a lot about Colt McCoy. And now it goes back to Graham Harrell in our open, saying that here are two of the greatest quarterbacks in college football. Colt McCoy had his moment. He took advantage of it. Now it's back to number 6 in black, Graham Harrell, to see what he can do.
A lot of people said it might be the last quarterback with the ball. And Colt buries his head, and Graham Harrell will see what he can do. Snaps it off on first down, and that's the running back, Batch, who slips out. Clock continues to run. Did not get the first down.
One timeout. Texas wants to keep everything in front of them and try to prevent Texas Tech from getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
Final minute. There's that quick hitch over to the flanker for the 1st and 10. That's Lewis. Takes it to midfield now, and they're moving closer and closer to field goal range for Corona.
And the most important thing there is they pick up the 1st down. The game clock will stop, giving Graham Harrell enough time to get things set up here. They didn't have to waste a timeout.
Another 1st and 10, stopping the clock with Lewis's reception.
Again, almost impossible to stop this backside. He's going to his backside shoulder. The corner's going downfield, thinking the receiver's going to run down the sidelines. It's a timing pattern thrown to the back shoulder. Perfectly designed there by Texas Tech.
Harrell. And that's a 1st and 10. Caught by Britton.
Timing again. Harrell this time going to the other side. Brent, you've touched on Edward Britton tonight. What a big game he's had. If that ball is thrown late, it's an easy play for Beasley. It's thrown on time. Britton goes up and another big play.
Can't take a sack. Deflected, intercepted. Texas. No, they rule it down. Incomplete. I thought for sure that he had deflected it to Gideon. There's 8 ticks of the clock left.
And Texas Tech needs to get organized here because the play clock has already started. The ball's up in the air. The true freshman, Blake Gideon, Brent comes underneath it. That's a drill that you work on all the time. It goes right through his arm.
I saw it in his legs, and I thought he'd had it.
Still 1 timeout left here for Texas Tech. 8 seconds.
2nd down now. Deep strike. Got the big man. Crabtree pulls free. And touchdown. Red Raiders with a 2nd to go. This is 28 yards. The fans have stormed the field. They're going to have to clear the field here. They're going to have to clear the field. They've got to get everybody off, and they're going to penalize Texas Tech.
Talk about chaos. Goalposts are down on one side of the field.
Yeah, the first thing they've got to do is review Crabtree on that far sideline.
Well, Brett, when you have the best receiver in college football going up against an inexperienced corner, you just throw it up and allow him to adjust and make the play, and the strength of his hands to get around Curtis Brown and into the end zone. He did not step out of bounds. And Harrell just put this up, relying on the best receiver in college football to make a play, and the strength of his hands. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what Michael Crabtree just did.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It's a touchdown.
And they're going to storm the field again. They got to get him off. This game's not over. Now, if they penalize the crowd for this, remember that kickoff. Okay, with Shipley and Williams back deep now. Clock is not going to move on an extra point.
Unsportsmanlike conduct by the offense. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Folks, that could be no small thing here now with what we've seen. Leach is getting ready to tell the kicker probably to squib it. Don't even think about those two guys back deep. Isn't that Trinity School in Texas that had 15 laterals? Isn't that close by here?
I believe so.
They may have to copy that play, the Horns, huh?
Yeah. It's the anniversary, too.
And here's Matt Williams.
just got to go back and look at this, and let's all appreciate Michael Crabtree, covered by an inexperienced corner and Curtis Brown. The ball is just thrown up, and you're just asking Crabtree to make a play. Brown is lost in coverage. Crabtree adjusts and finds the ball. Can't get over his strength to be able to secure that football, walk into the end zone, and Colt McCoy says, well, I did about all I could do to try to win this game. And don't look now, my friend, but Oklahoma State and Mike Gundy comes stumbling into town next week for a huge game.
I wouldn't describe them as stumbling.
Well, no, I'm saying, no.
With that additional unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, the kickoff will be from the 7.5-yard line.
Oh, hey, boys.
Maybe sprinting in is better.
There you go.
I think Oklahoma State is the real deal.
There's Mack and the coaches now. Making sure that...
he's talking to him about a fair catch, saying, if I call a fair catch, that 1 second will not be taken away from me. They'll have one chance at a Hail Mary. That's what he's talking to the official about. Mack's out in the middle of the field right now talking to his kickoff return group, saying, hey, if they don't squib it, call fair catch.
Well, of course, you can see where they're going to be kicking from, where they're lining up.
It's about to be. It's about
the crowd.
Are you kidding me? I mean, I'm so happy we're out here. Lisa, take cover, girl. Head to the truck. She's got to stay down there to talk to the winning coach.
There's 56,333 here tonight, folks. A new stadium record, and all fit well. The Horn fans aren't going to take the field, but the rest of them are here. Yeah. I'll tell you, if they don't have a miracle.
What a scene tonight in Lubbock.
Well,
as we head to Amarillo.
Yeah, Mike Leach over there, he might have a new favorite pirate, I'm reminded tonight, and that would be Captain Hook, as in Hook 'em Horns. Oh, yeah. Okay. So we got a 30-second timeout, and this has been an unbelievable football game here tonight between these two teams. You know, you had the start by the Red Raiders. It was great. Then you had the wonderful comeback by Colt McCoy. And then you had Graham Harrell, Michael Crabtree breaking back into the end zone. Just when I thought that Texas had intercepted the ball down here on that deflection.
Sure.
Yeah, he had a clean shot at it.
How about Blake Gideon? Oh, the true freshman. The ball goes up into the air like a feather. I mean, it's just coming right down, right into his hands, right through his hands. He'll have plenty of opportunities.
You can leave the game day set here for the Oklahoma State.
I think we might. I thought we were heading to Baton Rouge for Alabama and LSU, but
it's pretty good stuff with this conference now, my friend.
We may have to
go now.
Guns up 2 weeks in a row.
Corona, one of the few times you'll ever see a kickoff team starting from their own end zone, and Shipley certainly on the return team. And so let's see what Mike Leach wants Corona to do here. Squib it. Here comes the lateral. There's one. Intercepted. Texas Tech upsets the #1 team in the country. No more penalties for this crowd. They can storm the field. There's the symbol in Lubbock. Guns up. Let's go to Lisa with the quarterback.
Let's start with you first. Take me through that touchdown play, the game-winning play. What happened?
They try to man up Crab. There's not anyone in the country that can man up Crab. And I saw, the guy wasn't looking. I threw it behind him where he didn't see the ball. Crab makes a play. He's the best in the country. There's no doubt about it.
What were you thinking when you looked up 129 left to go and you guys are down?
We're going to win the game. You know what I mean? You left us too much time. When with this offense, we know we can score in a hurry. Minute 29 is way too much time for us, and I believe.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Michael, same question. Describe that touchdown for me.
I can't hear you.
Describe that touchdown for me.
Oh, man, I don't want to say nothing, but I dreamed it the same way. It's crazy.
No, you did.
I dreamed in my head. I said, but you know how you do it every play you dream? But it really happened. So, I mean, it was great, man.
And when you looked up on the clock and saw 129 left and you were down, what were you thinking?
I was thinking we got to do our job. We got to go out there and score. If not, get in field goal range so we get Matt to kick it. But, I mean, I took it in.
All right, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Lisa, our Chevrolet players of this game, no surprise, the two great quarterbacks who dueled it out here in Lubbock tonight. And in recognition of their efforts, Chevrolet will make a $1,000 contribution to each university's General Scholarship Fund. Folks, welcome to November.
Oh, it's great.
Texas Tech stuns the world, Kirk. 39-33. There will be a new #1 come Sunday afternoon. A reminder, next Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Southwest Airlines at 8 Eastern Time. It's been an instant classic. Thanks for watching ESPN on ABC. So long, everybody.